Sinister is the scariest film ever made, according to science. And today, we're gonna figure out if that's true.
It's just gonna do terrible things to your head.
Because for whatever reason, I've never watched this movie. All that I know about it is that it's got Ethan Hawke, and it's apparently super scary. But because this is what y'all voted for, we're gonna find out together if this is the scariest movie that I've ever seen.
What is happening?
And I hope that it is. Oh, okay. Somebody put way too much thought into this system. It's one way to start your movie, I guess. Okay.
Just one box.
It's for my office. It's fragile.
See?
It's a lot of office stuff.
An autograph?
I just thought that
Are you kidding me?
Sheriff?
Your husband around?
I guess he's a writer.
Ashley, we had to move here, and we all have to help carry boxes.
Why can't you just keep writing in the old house?
Because I just can't. If we don't like it here, once I sell my book, we'll move back.
You promise?
I promise, but you have to promise to try to like it here.
Paint only goes in the bedroom.
And where doesn't it go?
Anywhere else in the house.
Right.
Pretty cool.
They're nice this time.
I'm always nice.
I'm not kidding.
Friendly visit.
I appreciate that, Ellison Oswald.
I know who you are.
Ow.
So you're not a fan?
No.
Why?
You'll load those boxes back on that truck and leave as soon as you're able. You don't seem to care much for our profession.
Not everybody in your profession gets it right.
You ruin people's lives. Now, this town doesn't need that.
Well, there's a missing girl involved here.
She ain't missing, she's dead.
You don't think the town deserves an explanation?
You can never explain something like this.
Assume your department is not at my disposal?
You can still get things right on occasion.
Grief.
I find this to be in extremely bad taste.
That bad? Why was he pointing at the house? We didn't move in a few houses down from a crime scene again, did we?
We didn't.
Promise?
I promise.
We moved into the house. That's my assumption. Which probably would be in poor taste. That's pretty extreme for a true crime author. But yeah, respect, I guess. Doing everything you can. I knew it. No flashlight. Just straight into the dark. Ooh. Got it.
Family hanging out 11. Barbecue 79.
Those titles sound a little suspicious.
Oh, we haven't sold the old house yet.
Once it's gone, we'll be able to afford a few extra things.
Is the story a good one this time?
Yeah, it's good. Of course it is.
Let's at least make sure your office stays locked.
What's the first rule?
Never
go in Dad's office.
And I don't want to hear another thing about why we're here from anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just a true crime author, right? But like, what's in your office? Is it just like terrible pictures or something more? I mean, at least there's rules established, I guess.
I liked it better when you were writing fiction. Just want to see you enjoying your work again.
I just need another hit. That's all. Just one more. That's
It's
all.
always just one more with you. What is he, a bank
Blood
robber?
was 10 years ago. What if that was your 15 minutes? If this goes sour, I'll take Trevor and Ashley and go back home to my sisters.
Dang.
Is that fair?
But it's not gonna go sour.
I have a feeling it's gonna go south. Okay, I get it now why the kids aren't allowed in there. My same question. Cool. Which one did he put in? Okay, immediate questions. Who filmed all of this? Like, who set up the camera? I'm assuming this is family hanging out. And of course, what happened to the other little girl? Because there's 4 bodies, but apparently there was 5 in the family. Where'd you get donuts? Okay, donut delivery. That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking. A good question.
Daddy, I can't find the bathroom. Thank you, Daddy.
Feelings exactly.
Just look at all these new paintings. You're really getting good.
Is she going to paint something scary before the movie's over? I had a bingo card. I'd probably put that on there.
I'm gonna write the best book that anyone's ever read.
Immediately jumping into another one? Which one is this? Who is this? Who's recording? What scary is fixing to happen? It's not good. I think this is the barbecue. It's the barbecue. The family barbecue.
Operator,
King County Police, please.
is this an emergency?
Yes.
Yeah, kinda.
County Police Department, how may I direct your call? Hello?
I mean, it'll make good content, I guess.
You came back and left the box. Why?
Why indeed. So we got pool party, sleepy time, lawn work. I'm assuming the movie's set around the same time that it came out, which would be like 2012, so it's probably set in like 2011 maybe. So I mean, this goes back a ways. Somebody's been filming the whole thing?
Ashley?
Nah, I'm sure everything's completely fine. It's a new house. The new old house. They make noises. Box moved.
Wake up! Hey, look at the stars! Trevor!
Is it like a sleepwalking episode?
We outside.
A good question.
Just go back to sleep.
Jeez.
It's just the stress of the move. I want to tell you something.
Okay.
Oh no.
I'm just really sorry.
Oh no. Is that it?
It's not your fault. Let's go inside.
I feel like you had more to say, didn't you?
I was in a box.
Yes.
You were in a box.
I don't remember any of that.
Is that like a bad dream?
Kind of.
Worse.
Oh, I think I had one of those.
Have a nice morning with your murder victims.
Yes, dear.
The tree. You can see the tree. That's a good shot. And he's going right back into it. It's just the pool party. Okay. It's like 98. We're around there. And they're going one at a time. That sucks. Dang. So I don't think they have a pool. Do they have a pool? Like, did all of these happen there at the house and I just haven't seen the pool yet? Because the family barbecue seemed to happen in the garage. Or did it? Thought it happened in the garage. So we know the family hangout was happening in the backyard. Did the barbecue happen like in the garage? And then they just maybe have a pool there that I haven't noticed, and this is just what happened to every family over the span of decades happening at this house? Is the creepy guy in the pool the one recording all of this, or is it more like a cult situation that's setting all this up for the guy in the pool? Maybe Safari can tell us what's going on. Oh, he's recording. Okay. Smart. That's what I'm thinking, man. It's a little blurry. I don't know.
I know more than you.
Go to your room, Trevor, and I don't want to see you again until dinner. Under a tree. With 4 people hanging from it. And he's already hearing the grisly details of your mystery.
But that's all he heard?
That's not enough.
Nothing about what happened to these people is okay.
You're a real man of the people.
Oh, come on.
It's that tree again. I love that window.
Kiss him goodnight for me.
Please keep the door closed.
Yeah, #1 rule. Keep the door locked. Smart. Gotta have your backups. I assume we're going in order, but I don't remember which one this is. It's some good shots. And the glasses. Oh no. Yeah, I'd probably look away too. I guess the problem is now you also got it on digital. I have to deal with it again. Is it a cult? Is this a much bigger operation than just one guy? Sleepy Time, 1998. Okay, so it is somewhere else.
New details today. The missing 13-year-old son of William and Penny Miller. Vicious multiple murder and child abduction. No thanks. Get a backup generator. No, we already did that. We're not going to get somebody else running across. Doesn't wake anybody else up. Okay, smart, cool. I don't know if a knife would work against creepy pool guy, but you know, if it is a cult. Nah, you need more flashlights. Is it a mouse? Squeak! Mr. Boogie.
Barbecue.
I'm sorry, sir. Did you forget about the footsteps in the place that you're at? No longer a concern? You think that was the snake? You can take that with you. Yeah, just grab it and get out of there. Ah, ow. And that didn't wake anybody up?
I'd prefer to take you down to the hospital then. Yeah, and I'm not gonna go.
Let's go see this hole. And footsteps in the attic after the power went out.
Yes. I didn't say anyone was up there. I just said it sounded like there was an intruder.
Snakes don't have feet.
What I said.
No, I'm guessing that you got squirrels.
Yeah, big squirrels, big feet.
Not really.
Scorpions have feet, but you wouldn't hear them like you would squirrels.
Deputy, I need you to step outside, okay? No. This is my private office. I'm serious.
You know there's a page in your books where you always say nice things about all the people that helped you out? So-and-so. You know, I mean, if you don't already have one.
Yeah. There are a few things you could do for me, actually.
Really?
All of them take place different spots.
That the two cases are related?
Oh, no. I'm just doing research. Thank you very much, Deputy so-and-so.
Trying, Al. I really am.
Seen him. It's a pretty cool looking mask, Mr. Boogie. I mean, it could just be his face.
Brought you your coffee, Daddy.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Hey, Deputy so-and-so.
Listen, I'm sorry to get back to you so late in the day. You asked about, there was a Martinez family who died in their
I like how
garage
it's still
in
on the screen.
1979.
No, it doesn't. No, thank you, Deputy. They lived where the Miller family murders happened.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm in. See where this goes. Is it gonna be one of the kids?
Trevor?
Oh no. Oh no. Let's just do it on its own. Not one of the kids. Okay. That's like all I'm worried about throughout every single scene that he has like a weapon is that he's gonna hurt one of the kids. That's really not gonna be good. Maybe that's like the thing, the catalyst. That's how all of this is working. I don't know.
Is he okay?
I found him outside. I used to live. I left something outside.
No thanks. Nope.
So if you come at me, you keep it.
You okay?
Maybe the dog was trying to protect him.
We can pack up, get out of town, and never look back. I want to know why you're different.
Well, this is much bigger than that. Much.
When is he gonna tell her?
Just worried.
This is the house.
Nothing is wrong.
Then why did you come in white as a ghost?
Think I could come in for a second? I gotta be in the loop. Just a little bit.
Probably be helpful.
Who is that?
Explaining this whole thing.
I don't know.
The 1960s?
Yeah.
That would put the guy, what, in his 70s?
Or his 60s.
But by drugging them, the killer removes his need to overpower them.
This symbol appears in several of the crime scenes. That's what I need you to find out.
Okay, so there was 5 kids out there. I guess there's been 5 in total. Soon to be 6. There's a few different reactions of want to fight, want to run, and completely freeze. I just froze on that one. I even thought that's what was fixing to happen, but yeah, huh? What? I don't realize that I'm like holding my breath for some of these scenes. Let's just continue.
Professor Jonas?
Yes, that's from the late 90s in St. Louis, the worship of a pagan deity. Well, Bagul eats children.
So you're saying the person that made this symbol is eating children?
So this might be more of a cult initiation.
Cult?
There's been another one, hasn't there? Tell me everything you can.
Lock the door. Looks like locking the door doesn't matter. That's a cool shot. Ethan Hawke with the baseball bat. Yeah. She just jump into the darkness? It's 2 kids. Could be one more. Yeah. Are you the only kid in there? She drew on the wall. I knew it. It's too quiet. Maybe he's just having a bunch of stress dreams.
I mean, I can trust you, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
The investigators, did they notice anything odd or inexplicable about the house?
Okay, look, clearly something happened and you want to talk to somebody about it, right?
Yeah.
Does she know whose house this is?
No.
Oh, man. Do you want to know what I think?
Yes.
I think that every time that I've been to your house, there's a whiskey bottle in your office. Okay. I'm not saying that you have a drinking problem.
Right, okay.
I don't think that. Under so much stress that your mind is trying to process all of it at once.
Me and Officer So-and-so are on the same page. Maybe he is just really stressed out and found a bunch of really hard to explain creepy stuff that he's now struggling with, but also is struggling with the fact that he really needs to write a successful book. It's starting to get to him. But we also need to talk to the daughter because obviously she was staring a little gross girl in the face. And that's probably not a good thing. And speaking of not good things, the hard part that I'm trying to figure out is if each one of the families is connected by the house that they used to live in, and now they currently live in the house that the last murder happened, does that mean that they have to move to then become victims of the next Mr. Boogie attack? You know, like the whole family gets all stressed out and then they move out or go back to where they were because they still technically have their other house. And then the process starts over again. And then whoever would move into that house would have the same instance of a bunch of scary stuff happen until they move to the next house that they would be in. And then the actual bad part would happen. Is that how the process is working? That's what I'm thinking in my head right now. Because that would be pretty smart for the ghost demons to do, is to latch on to the family, drive them all insane until they move, and then they can have a new location to start the process over. I guess we'll see.
I thought something was in the house.
If you sleep in this house, it's just gonna do terrible things to your head.
Has he left the house? Like at all?
What's the rule, Ashley?
Paint only goes in the bed. I wanted to paint her picture, but she didn't want it in my room.
No.
She's the one Daddy's writing his book about.
No. Oh, this is how she finds out.
Ashley, go to your room and shut the door.
Oh, that's so good.
So you're saying it didn't happen here?
No! It happened in the backyard.
Oh, so what Trevor drew last week, that happened here.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. That's so good. I'm so glad he didn't say anything earlier. That's a good reveal. That's an amazing reveal. Perfect. 10 out of 10.
Do you understand what you've done this time?
Yes, I do! I understand! What else do you want from me?
How about a home where we feel safe? This book isn't for us. Yes, it's for you.
Tracy, don't say that. Don't say that. That's not true. These books are my legacy.
This is what I was saying. Stuff starts to happen to the family, and then they all freak out, and then they have to leave, and at the next house is where it goes wrong. And somebody moves into there. They get real spooked because they realize what happened in the house from all the crazy stuff going on inside, that they then move, and it starts the process over again. Mr. Boogie's got it figured out. Just wonder, where exactly is this headed?
And your legacy? That's Ashley and Trevor.
Take that.
Your daddy got Daddy in trouble.
I'm sorry I painted on the wall.
My thoughts exactly. What is happening? Another cool shot. I do like that. It's a good thing he got the digital recordings, because he can't just burn all this.
We have to leave here.
But if they leave...
I made a mistake. We should have
No!
Get the kids. Pack the car. We have to leave.
It's all a part of the plan. They want you to leave.
We're going home, honey.
Home, like you promised?
Yeah.
Is it Officer So-and-so? What was that? What's in my mind? I bet you this. Yep, just the really cold water bottle. Nothing to be worried about. Hopefully this is nothing to worry about, and this is just Officer So-and-so.
Evening, Oswalds.
Sheriff?
Which advice would that be?
Leave town and never look back. There isn't gonna be any book.
I don't see any reason for me to have your autograph.
Did you mean that?
About the book? Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be so happy. No, it's not. It's all downhill. It's all downhill from here. The worst decision they could have made. This one. Is it Deputy So-and-so?
Mr. Oswald, Bagul actually lived in the images themselves, or in some cases he could even abduct the viewer into the images themselves.
If you destroyed the images with a fire, what would happen then?
What kind of book are you writing, exactly?
That's it? I feel like that's one of those moments where you want to say something more and be like, what kind of book are you writing? Oh no, it's much worse than what you thought. X, Y, and Z is now gonna happen. But instead it's just like, nah, you'll be fine. Don't even worry about it. They're not gonna be fine. They're not, are they? Could have answered it. You're not writing a book anymore. Leave it be. Answer the phone.
You know what time it is?
Thank you.
Yeah, I know, I'm sorry, but I've been trying to call you all day. Okay, the problem is that you moved. All of the
That's what
data
I
that
said.
you've had me collecting, and the pattern goes back to the 1966 Oregon drownings. Listen, Mr. Oswald, you not only just sped up his timeline, you put yourself in it.
What I said.
Thanks, Deputy.
That's it? Thanks. If he exists in the images, then the video format, he exists in that. All that's gonna take is for one of the kids to walk in and go, "Dad, what are you watching?" And then they're like sucked into the thing, and then terrible tragedy occurs. Is he an idiot? Is he just not thinking?
Stephanie. It's the missing kids.
I guess it doesn't matter, because there's gonna be a new movie with him in it.
I like that you made the movies longer. Don't worry, Daddy. I'll make you famous again.
That's a good shot. She painted the walls. She painted all of the walls. She gonna join him? Appropriate. I should have seen that one coming. The name fits perfectly. But one standout thing that I do remember is that he said,
It's not like they had to wipe blood off the walls for the open house.
they just ended up going back to their house where that exact thing happened. So, good foreshadowing.
What makes you think you can paint out here?
So it's been a few days and I've been able to think a little more about how I would rate this movie. The story overall was pretty good. I enjoyed the mystery that it had set up and, you know, trying to think through exactly what's going on, how Mr. Boogie works, and who is going to make the mistake that's going to lead us into the end. But the writing in this movie, there were some spots that I was just blown away with, like different reveals and how things worked out. So it was written really well. And it's the same thing with the acting. I thought the acting was really good. There was just a few minor scenes that had me a little confused about the acting, and that was mainly just whenever all the little ghost kids are running around inside the house, but they're in slow motion and I can't tell if they're supposed to be scary, if they're aware of him, or if he's aware of them. Because, like, to have a face this close to your face and not see it, but then also act like you saw somebody run around the corner, that whole spot just, which is the reason that the scariness for me in this film was just kind of mid-level whenever it comes to how scary Sinister actually is to me. Like, I think it's great, you know, for like a good starter horror film, but to be the scariest movie of all time? There's no way. And the only reason that I think that it is because this is a more mainstream level horror film. Once you've seen as many as I have, you can literally pick out what's fixing to happen, and you're just like, oh, yeah, I completely saw that one coming. Well, I mean, except for this one. Which I did expect this to happen, but I guess it was the sound that really kind of caught me off guard and had me freeze up. And that's just the thing about this movie too, is the sound and the music I'm so conflicted about, because it was like the music would be perfect, and I don't know if you could tell, but there's this little underlying tone throughout different scenes to make it feel more tense, but you don't really pick up on it unless you've got, you know, some actual headphones on while you're watching the movie like I did. But then the entire sound would cut out just before a scare would happen, kind of pulling me completely out You know, that's why I was pointing at my headphones multiple times throughout this movie, being like, oh, something's fixing to happen. And we've got the effects of the film, which I think they were okay. Once again, I'm conflicted on this because you've got like the analog sort of horror style with, you know, the projector going on and him watching back all of these different reels. And it's like, that's really neat the way that they did that. But then you get a face like this and I'm just like, why? And I guess speaking of how I feel about the film, my personal opinion would be like a 7 out of 10. Like it's a good sort of entry level film. Like after somebody has seen something like Gremlins or maybe The Lost Boys, you know, they're getting into some scary horror, they can go and watch this, and I guarantee at the time this would be the scariest thing that they have ever seen, until they go deeper and deeper into it, and then they're scarred from different films that they see that they still think about often. So let me know what other films you would like me to do a blind reaction for, because there's a whole list of things that I haven't seen that I am adding to every single day because of your comments. You want to see the last blind reaction that I did? It's right here, and I've got to know, is this the scariest film that you've ever seen? And if it's not, what is the scariest film that you've ever seen? Because if I haven't seen it, that might just be another video for you. But until then, I thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have an extra blessed day, and that Mr. Boogie doesn't show up to your house because of the house that you're currently in, and then you have to move to go to another house, and then the process starts over, because that would be bad. And with all that said, I'll see you in the next one.